Hello and welcome. So, if this looks ridiculous, do you know, such is life. Such is life. Welcome to the craft store. It is lovely to have your company. I'm very much looking forward to this hour. We've got brand new goodies, lovely, lovely stamps. We've got some gorgeous demonstrations lined up, and we've got the lovely Sarah who's in the building. Good morning, afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sorry, I looked at the clock and I couldn't actually see it properly. It all merged in my head. How are you, love?
I'm very well. How are you?
It's really nice to see you. I'm very well, thank you very much indeed. I'm loving the stamps that we've got today. Beautiful designs. And we were chatting earlier, and you said they're all JudiKins designs as well.
Yeah, they're all designed by JudiKins, and they allow us to manufacture them in the UK on static cling cushion.
Amazing.
So it's the only place in the world you can buy them not on wood.
Amazing. Okay. Which is brilliant, because obviously I know me and you are probably both old fans of wood-mounted stamps, and we've probably both got quite a few left.
Yep.
Yeah. But sadly, the wood-mounted, it obviously puts the prices up. So to have them just on the cling, it means you can keep those prices down, but we still get those gorgeous images.
And it's a storage issue as well. People were struggling where to keep them. So,
yeah, because lots of people were taking them off the rubber, weren't they? Off the wood.
Off the wood, yes. But obviously now we have the platform hingy things.
Yes.
We can place them better than when they were on the wood. We had to use the positioners.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
it's all changed.
It's all become so modern. Now, we have got some beautiful designs. So, first of all, they're all brand new. Now, your gorgeous Mulberry Tree and the Wisteria. They are, as Sarah said, they are already mounted on your cling. They are a beautiful rubber stamp that has been manufactured, of course, by the Stamp Addicts team. It does mean you can do loads of different techniques. I really, really like this one. I must admit, oh, look at this. I'm showing you that. Because look at that I love that.
Yes, yeah, with the art metal and the sticky stuff. You just can't go wrong, can you?
No, it's one of those things that, every single time it looks good. But I think because the art metal, the colour, that works so well with this design, doesn't it?
And if you feel it, because of the sticky stuff, it's raised. Because it's an embossing powder. It's not flat.
That texture's gorgeous. I mean, there's so much you can do, obviously combining with other products, but keeping it really quite simple. That looks so effective, doesn't it?
Yeah, so just colouring your backgrounds with your favourite ink pads or your oxides and things, and then just simple stamping.
Yeah, really beautiful. Of course, within the collection,
Upside down.
Got the wisteria. Do you know what I nearly said then? I nearly said you've got the wisteria, but obviously you can have it so it's growing up.
Well,
that's what I nearly
said. There
said.
are lots of samples with it growing up, but I made this one with it hanging down, because I used to have one in my garden.
Yeah, I love wisteria.
Mine was white.
Really?
And it flowered twice a year.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
It was, till my dog destroyed it.
Oh, well, the tree, obviously beautiful. Now, the base that you've got there, that's one of the stamps coming up, isn't it?
The Mod Garden.
The Mod Garden. We like that.
Yeah, we did.
I'll show you one more. I really like this because pattern building.
So I want it to spin. I want to put a brad in the middle so I can turn it round.
I'll just spin it.
One of the design team made that.
That's absolutely gorgeous. But it shows, doesn't it? One stamp, again, how many variations you can achieve. I will show you the other finished samples. Every time I come at the counter, I will show you more finished samples because there's lovely designs. Now, if you do want these two, already busy, both of those for just £10.99. That's 428768. Now, next we've got for you, you will have seen the little dragonfly, you will have seen the little bee, but we have got our beautiful blooms and bugs on this one. I really like the solid stamp because it can make such an incredible impression, can't it?
Yes, yeah, and it's something, I mean, because these are JudiKins designs, they've been around for a few years, and we used to use them with the big wet juicy brush pens and all that kind of style and the overstamping. And we've just brought them back because now they just seem to have a modern twist on them.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, when you look at these, absolutely, these haven't dated at all.
They call these mod mums because they're chrysanthemums.
I like that. I like that.
But we mod mums, we thought that would kind of conjure up some different images.
Yeah.
So we went with blooms because they can be any flower that you
Yes.
fancy.
Yeah, I really like these. And again, so many ways of using them. I'm absolutely going to show you that one, though, because that is beautiful.
Sticky stuff.
Yeah.
With mica powders.
Yeah, that is seriously cool.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about having a solid stamp. A solid stamp really allows, if you're using things like sticky stuff or your gilding flakes, you really see the product, don't you?
You do. And also if you've got the Versa Fine Claire ink
Yes.
pads, you get the real strong depth of colour.
Yes.
Especially on a glossy or a sealed cardstock.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that you get really vibrant as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, that one on the front is just exquisite. That is such a good card. That, you see, that is such a beautiful print, but that is just stamping, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no masking. You just choose like 3 ink pads. We recommend 3.
Yeah.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
And just go crazy.
Yeah, it looks so effective.
It does, yeah.
And that is really easy,
Yeah.
but it looks ridiculous effective. I mean, that's the kind of design you're going to be doing on fabric, you're going to be doing on wrapping paper, you know, just gorgeous. Now, if you do want these, you're getting 4 stamps there for just £10 and 99 pence, 288,993. Now, next, we've already chatted about this one a little bit, and this is our fantastic modern garden. I really like this. Well, mod garden. I love it because, yeah, obviously it can go that way, or it can be, it's just really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's borders, it's backgrounds, it's
It's-
gardens,
yeah.
it's bead curtains. I mean, it's just
so
so many things.
Yeah, it always reminds me of the movie where they have the trees with all the hanging things that twinkle or sing, or it's just kind of
Yes.
when it moves
Yeah.
in the wind, it makes sound and it's just
Yes.
alive.
Yes, I know.
But I mean, that would work for Christmas.
Yeah, of course it would. And they are absolutely perfect, like for putting your gems, like for putting any of your little glittery, anything.
Anything, yes.
Anything. I really, and easy to repeat, as we can
It
see
is,
there.
yes,
Yeah,
it really
it's
is.
lovely. Oh, I need to show you this one. That's so cool.
And the bees.
And the bees. That is so pretty. And look at the colouring in of it along the bottom. It looks really effective.
Yeah, so she's used green at the bottom to indicate grass and then blue
Yeah.
at the top for the sky.
Doesn't it look effective?
It does, it's brilliant.
Really cool. Only £9.99. Really good stamp is that one. Good size as well. If I just show you, it is a good size stamp. That's 677070, your item number there. Now, last but by no means least, in the stamps, we've got the beautiful butterfly. You've already seen the flutter. And we've got the flutter as well. Flutter as the butterflies do. Beautiful. And then, of course, that butterfly. And that butterfly, if I just show you, it's one of those that's very delicate, very detailed. And I mean, it's a beautiful image, is this one.
Yeah, it's quite a traditional style, this one, but it still works with all the modern stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
butterflies, they don't go out of fashion, do they?
No. No. And you can own so many different butterflies, and yet they are all different.
They're all different,
Yeah.
and some of them can work together. I mean, this one, it's got a nice, simple outline, so it's
Yes.
easy to mask, it's easy to cut out and shrink.
Yeah, I love that.
The sticky stuff and the
Yeah.
gold leaf. Yeah.
Again, that looks so effective. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. One more, and then, because look at that. I love that as well, because obviously background paper, then that's the one that's decoupage to make it pop,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's it.
Looks so effective. Yeah, really, really beautiful. If you do want those two, only £12.50. 232639, your item number. Now, we have mentioned loads of other products. Have a look at the website. We do have the sticky stuff. We do have amazing glaze, which I know is going to be used. Oh, and those metal sheets, which are amazing. I mean, the colours on those are beautiful. So please have a little look, have a bit of a perusal. We've also got the sheets, and at first when you look at those, the inches, those actually, they just look like plain sheets of white card. They're not. They have been cut into, you've got 2 inches and 2 inches there. Sorry, my throat's going. I am going to just pass straight over to Sarah so I can have a drink before my throat goes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the butterfly, and I'm going on to the sanded shrink plastic. which is available on its own or in the mixed pack. Now I've chosen the sanded one because I didn't want my butterflies to be completely clear and I didn't want them too opaque with the white. So this one is kind of like a semi-opaque. And being as that it's sanded is also easy to colour. So you need to stamp with a permanent ink pad. I'm using the Stays on Pigment in black.
Beautiful.
But the koala grey is also really good.
Excellent. Do you know I still haven't got these?
No.
I know, right? I still haven't got them.
That's terrible. How
I
can
know.
you not? They're brilliant.
Because it's pigment, so it's going to be really nice and rich, but because it stays and it's going to be permanent.
Yes. So they're a bit
Amazing.
easier to use than the original Stays on because
Yeah.
they're a bit wetter.
Right, yeah, because that was one of the biggies, weren't it? The gold sticker. Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Check out the website. I know we've got some of the Stays on ink pads, so please do have a look at the website for your Stays on pigment. Obviously, if you do want your shrink plastic, just sat there at the bottom of your screen, you've got your pack of... Oh, she's bringing it up, so she is. It's going on the main thing. So... There, and I pointed the right way as well. So you have got 2 white, 2 clear, and 4 of the sanded, which is fabulous because, yeah, as Sarah says, you've got that nice little grip on there. £10.99. That's 100932. Shrink plastic never gets boring. If you do want 8 of just one of the colours, then you have got that choice as well. That's sat just down there. £10.99 for 8 of one colour. Okay.
Right, I always give my shrink a couple of minutes to dry. So while that's doing that, I'm going to work on the background. So I've got the Mod Garden, and I've got a couple of the VersaFines. I've got Green Oasis and Verdant.
Oh, yes.
Always makes me think fondant.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the pale green first, because obviously you always want to start with your lightest.
I mean, you say pale green, but look at that. It's the shouty green is that one, isn't it? It's like, hello.
Well, it's not the dark green.
No, it isn't. It's in your face green. I love this colour.
So we're going with that one. Oh, I've got a bit of dust on there. Let me get rid of that.
Lovely. Over 10% of stock has gone on this stamp, so please don't miss out on that one.
So then I'm going to add a little bit of the darker, just not too much. Now you can see I've got some straight lines. So I'm going to go in with my kitchen towel.
Beautiful.
And just kind of soften the lines.
Ah, gorgeous, I see.
Because we don't want straight lines.
Make it a bit patchy.
Well, your greenery is never the same green, is it?
No, it absolutely isn't.
There we go.
like
We've got some
that.
different colours. And obviously you could do that in a few different... If you were doing a longer border, I'd probably use 3 greens.
Yeah, you could play.
But today
no.
we'll just go with the 2.
Our lovely Katie, in my head, says, what's the benefits of rubber stamps? Are rubber mounted or just rubber stamps? Rubber mounted.
Cling mounted.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you've got, yeah, you can get rubber unmounted, but it's just how you stick them to your block. So if they're unmounted, you have to find a way to stick them to your block. So you either have to buy your cling separately, or you end up like trying to get glues and stuff. It's a bit of a personally.
You can use a dry glue stick.
Yeah.
But then you have to make sure, if you're using it in one of these platforms, you either have to have the sponge inside it, or if you've got one of the other platforms where there's a clear side and a rubber side, you have to use the clear side.
Yeah.
Because there's no cushion. You need a cushion somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you have got glue stick, if you're sticking it with glue stick, it means you have to keep cleaning it. And whereas a cling, it's just...
It's
to
ready.
be fair, it's just... Personally, I prefer, if it's a rubber, personally, I do prefer it cling mounted just because it's quick, easy, saves time.
See, I was just about to stamp the clear thinking of you on there, and then I thought, it doesn't actually work because I haven't got the sponge in my press, because this is a clear stamp with no cushion.
See,
So...
we have got the wavy words. I like your wavy words.
Yeah.
They're really nice, aren't they? You've got loads of lovely sentiments. You've got the banner as well that they'll fit into if you want, but it's just nice having the wavy ones on their own because they look fab. 16 stamps as well there for $14.99. 865-518.
I think people like the wave because it's really hard to stamp straight.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're a wave.
It just gives you an excuse for having a bit of a wobble.
So I'm just using one of the greens that I used on the base.
Wonderful.
so that we have all that coordinated.
Beautiful.
Wipe that off. Pop that back.
And it's just that bit of movement as well on the sentiment. I think it just makes it look a bit different, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, kind of because we're going for like a green grass flowers effect. It's kind of like just a breeze. Yeah. It's all kind of wafting in the breeze because there's no movement.
Floating and wafting in the breeze.
Yes, that's it. So what do I need now? It's a bit plain. It's a bit blank. So I have, from our essentials set, which I didn't tell Katie, but this is, it's full of clouds and moons and things, and it's just...
Can she find that on the web?
It'll be there. So I'm using, this is one of the new oxides, speckled egg.
Oh, get you. Still haven't got these
it's just a subtle filler, as it were.
So just creating a really nice soft background with them.
Yeah, just a little bit. We just want just some dots in the background. So then when we have our shrink butterflies.
Your Mod Garden, 20% of the stock has gone there. Everyone's loving that one. £9.99, 677070 for a cheeky bit of Mod Garden.
So I have got some butterflies I've already cut out.
All on the shrink.
I stamped on the smooth side so I can colour on the rough side.
Cool.
Right, rough, yep. Smooth, rough. And I'm using brushables.
Ah, fantastic.
They work on the shrink.
Yeah,
It's hard to find pens. You either have to go for these kind of OHP, overhead projector pens. I think they still exist. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, something permanent, don't you? Or your gel pens or something. We've got the pens on the show, actually. If you do want the pens on, look at that. You've got a gorgeous spectrum of colours there. These are your Kuretake, so you know immediately quality. You have got your two different nibs there, part of the memory system. 24 pens. You're saving $14.98. That's a massive saving. And these are quality pens. You've got a lovely array of colours. 2 payments, £37.45. I want to straighten the pens up in that picture, don't you? It messes with...
And the nibs are the same each end.
Right, okay.
But they're different shades of the same colour.
Ah, I didn't know that with these.
Yes.
So actually, when it says you're getting 24, you've got 48 colours?
Yes.
Oh, how interesting.
See this I've got here, which is the, what do they call this? Pure orange. But you can see you've got a paler and a stronger.
Oh, I like
that. Which is why you have to store them horizontally. So the colours don't bleed together.
That's a good point, well made. That's lovely. I mean, Kuretake are just such good quality anyway.
Yeah, these, I mean, we watercolour with these. They work on so many different, because they're a pigment-based pen. Yeah. They work on so many different surfaces. But the shrink's a big thing for us.
Yes, yeah. Yes, they have to work on the shrink.
Yeah.
We shrink plastic. Once you shrink it, the colours intensify, don't they?
They do, which is why I am using the softer end of the spectrum, would you believe? Yeah. Although it does look quite bright.
It looks bright, but at least it's not, because I've done it so many times where I'll work with a nice rich blue and then you shrink it and everything just looks black.
What I recommend is where I've cut out these butterflies, the offcuts that I had, colour them with your pens and shrink them. Ah, yeah. And then you've got like a little colour chart.
Oh, that's such a good idea. That's a very good idea.
So then, I mean, you can keep them and you can stick them on a sheet so you know which colour is which. Yeah. When you want to use them. So let's have...
that is a very good idea. There are queues on the phone lines, I'm afraid. We are answering your calls as quickly as possible, but if you don't want to wait in the queue, you can get on the website, thatitsacraftstore.com, or of course you can shop by app, don't you know, which I utterly forget about. See, because that one, it hardly looks like there's any colour yet. When you shrink it, it'll be like... pop.
Yeah, the lilac is quite subtle.
Yeah. I love the double-sided pens.
Yeah, it makes them so much... Well, also, when you pick up one, you know you can use both ends. Yeah. Or both ends of the same pen.
And they coordinate.
Yeah, exactly.
How clever.
Less thinking involved then.
Thinking and planning.
So, I am ready to shrink.
The best bit.
First of all, I get my anti-static bag.
Oh.
Now these are sanded, so the sanded side should be fine.
Right.
So I turn it over, and the smooth side, I just touch it with my anti-static bag.
This is, I've never done that. What a good
I mean, you can do
idea.
both sides. Well, to be honest, personally, when I'm shrinking, a lot of the time I forget.
Yeah, yeah.
If it gets stuck, it gets stuck. I'm not that
that's
bothered.
to make it not stick to your
Yes.
mat. But will it help not stick to itself?
Yes, yeah, that's what it helps it not stick to
Right.
itself. Now,
Because
I have a pair
that
of
is
scissors somewhere.
absolutely that's such a good tip. I have had so many shrinky things that have literally just you end up trying to cut them and everything. Yeah. Done
I mean, it is
times.
just a little piece of plastic,
Yeah.
so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because you don't need to spend too much time colouring and shading,
Yes.
because you're going to lose a lot of that as it shrinks.
I love how excited Kate is getting in my head. She's like, oh, can you see it, Kate? Can you see the tail?
And And I obviously always use this, the Ranger heat gun,
Yes.
because it has less power.
Yeah.
So I'm not chasing it everywhere.
Yeah. It's just not as fierce, is it?
No.
And it is one of those products that it doesn't matter how many times you've seen it or done it, it's still cool. Because everything looks good. Every stamp looks great when it's shrunk. It's just one of them things.
Now this is taking a while because this is the first time my heat gun's been on today.
It's all right. We like watching it.
Well, I've got 2 more.
Yeah, you have got 2 more. I'll show finished samples what you do. But, I mean, doesn't that look cool?
Now,
It looks like
sometimes
it's
you end
living.
up with a little dimple in the middle like I've got there.
Yeah.
So you want to flip it over just so it smooths out. But I don't want it completely flat.
Right, okay.
So you have a few seconds. I want it flat in the middle.
Yeah,
It is warm, but you can just hold it
amazing.
a few seconds while it cools.
Yeah. And it'll hold its positioning.
Yeah, I mean, when I've made jewellery and things, bracelets, I've used those little wooden drawer knobs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I've put the square shrink on top so it curves around it to create bracelets and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, of course, because you
Yeah.
can really shape it. Will the anti-stack...
Yeah, it'll just wipe off.
Right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we'll
well,
buff it
I
off.
were even trying to say it. Yeah, it is cool. And this is, so you've stamped on the sanded, so it's clear.
No, I stamped on the smooth side.
Sorry.
So that I
Yeah.
coloured on the sanded side.
But it is the sanded product.
This is
That's
the
what I meant,
sanded one,
sorry.
yes. And it depends which inks you stamp with and what you colour with as to whether you can do it on the same side.
Right, okay, of course. Because if you stamp with some inks, then when you start colouring it, it's going to move
Yeah.
your ink and black.
Yeah, see, with the brushables, we colour those on any ink.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to use alcohol pens,
Yes.
you can't use it on the same side as the sanded.
Yeah.
Sorry, as the StazOn.
The ink,
Because the
yeah.
StazOn is solvent-based.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I'm glad
I
you're
know.
saying that bit, not me.
So
I get myself all tongue twisted.
just, again, a little...
A little lift. That's beautiful. And I mean, the shrink plastic, if you haven't had shrink plastic yet, if you're watching and you have any questions, please email in, because it's one of those products that's been around for years and years and years, but it's still super cool. And I mean, you can make, because when it's shrunk, it's super tough. So it's brilliant for jewellery, brilliant for,
Yes. Yeah.
key ring thingamabobs. It's
That's it, but you must punch the hole first
Yes.
before you shrink it.
Yeah, because
It's really hard to
Yeah.
punch well off. And if you're scared about using a heat gun, you can pop it in the oven. I think it
Yes.
takes about 5 minutes on a low setting. Instructions are in the packet.
Perfect. And this is the thing, in the oven, if you are a little bit worried about doing it, the oven is just ridiculously easy.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you
You
can
just-
do a tray full, stick them in,
Yeah.
and then just watch them through the door with the oven shut, obs. But no, honestly, it's really... You remember I used to do crisp packets, if anyone used to do that?
I used to make earrings out of those.
Crisp
Yeah,
packets,
yeah.
fabulous. Have you never done it, Kate? It's never done it.
Well, I don't think
Get
you
it.
can now, can you?
Can you not? Have they changed them? 'Cause
Yeah.
they're probably recyclable now, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to have to buy shrink plastic instead. Yeah, she's sad but happy. Yeah, those days have gone. Those days of shrinkable plastic in the oven. Yeah, we probably weren't meant to either, to be fair.
They were probably a bit toxic.
Yeah, probably. It explains a lot in my
Right, so these are Joycrafts. I forget what they're called, but they're micro dots.
Right, okay.
And they're really strong. So they're strong
fabulous.
enough, that one's still warm, they're strong enough for the shrink plastic to hold it. And so we can just pop. And they will hold these guys.
That's amazing. They are strong. See, and look at that. And the lovely thing is the shrink plastic butterflies, they've not lost any detail. I mean, they look so effective, don't they, still?
Yeah, as I say, you can see all the detail and the colour. And let's pop him down there.
And I like the fact that the light shines through them beautifully.
So this is one where I've mounted it as well. So
Perfect.
you've got with some different colours.
That's really nice. Oh, can you hold it up, please, Millie?
I don't know, I can't see a screen.
That's it. Amazing. No, that looks really effective. And when you think how big those butterflies started, and now they're these tiny little gorgeousnesses.
About a third of their original size,
beautiful.
all of them.
Yeah, shrink plastic, if you haven't tried it yet, you need it in your life. I mean, it's a needy shrink plastic. Thank you, my love. I will give us a quick refresh down the counter. Now, if you do want, we'll start from the beginning. Obviously, I'll get on to what our Sarah's demonstrating. So first, brand new today, we have got the Mulberry Tree and then the gorgeous wisteria, brand new, $10.99 rubber mounted stamps. You don't need to think about your cling mount or anything else. And you see, growing up, of course, the wisteria can go up or down, whichever way. Pattern building, that one is absolutely sensational. So easy to pattern build. I love this again. I am just a massive fan of the sticky stuff with the leafing. It just looks so effective. If you do want to get hold of that $10.99, now it is the only hour that we've got with our Sarah today, so if there's out you like, you're not going to see our Sarah up again later, so please check your baskets out. 428768. Now, next, we've got the beautiful little bumblebee, the wonderful little dragonfly, and then the two flowers. And the flowers are wonderful. They're a solid stamp, so it means, yes, you will maximise your colour, but if you are using embossing powders, you really see, again, that colour with the embossing powder. If you've got mica powders, again, that mica powder will absolutely pop. If you have got your foils, if you're putting your foil over, then that will look amazing. I love that pattern building with the dragonfly. That looks so good. If you do want to get hold of these, oh, see, that's another one. That's just the dragonfly. And in the background there. Amazing. Now, 20% of stock has gone here. £10.99, your price for those. 288993. Now, next, and this has been super busy, it is your mod garden. I really like this. It is just one of those stamps you can see in your mind's eye. You can see so many different ways of using this. It's a lovely size stamp, great quality. 40% of stock has gone. I mean, I know I've shown you that before, but it's such a good card, isn't it? It's crisp, it's beautiful. You can easily repeat that pattern as well. So please make sure you check your baskets out on that one. 677070, your item number there. And then next we've got for you the beautiful butterfly. So you've literally just seen this being demonstrated. So you've got your sentiment, flutter as butterflies do, and then you do have the gorgeous butterfly, and it's the detail in this. I need to open this up because this looks really pretty. So you've got your little book there, like so. And then we'll bring this open. And then, oh, look at that. So you've got the butterfly on the front. And then when you open it up, look, we've got all the different stamps on today's show. If I spin it, that's well cool. That's MDF as well. And then on the back, we have got flutter, as butterflies do. That's so sweet. Oops. That is so sweet. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to show you that frame as well really quickly. Now, we are approaching half of the... oh, sorry, not on this one. £12.50 is your price. That is 232639, your item number. £12.50 your price. Now, the mod garden, we are approaching half the stock if you do want your mod garden. That is 677070, your item number. Okay, now, You know our lovely words, our wibbly-wobbly words, wavy words as opposed to wibbly-wobbly. If you do want your wibbly-wobbly wavy words, £14.99, 30% of the stock has gone. And I love that because you've got a lot of stamps in there, loads of different sentiments, and yeah, they just float. £14.99, 865 518, your item number there. £14.99 your price. Right then, what's next?
I thought I'd show you the sticky stuff
What?
with the art metal.
Sorry. It was like, what? Anyway, go on. What?
Sticky stuff and art metal.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's a really quick, simple card, but I would always recommend anti-static your card first. And I do this a lot on dark, especially black card. So I would always anti-static black card.
Beautiful.
Otherwise everything shows up.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can fit these on
I
here.
should, but I don't because I'm terrible.
I forget. Now, I just want to point out, your stamps come as one square.
Yes.
And we would always recommend trimming them
Yeah.
as close as you can to the design, because that will allow you to repeat stamp, that will allow you to see where you're placing it easier.
Yeah. They're easy to cut, aren't they? Even though they've got
Yes.
the foam.
Yeah, just take the plastic protective layer off the back,
Yeah.
and then they're easy to cut. Yeah.
Perfect.
So we're going to aim for the middle. Pop that on there.
Gorgeous. I do like this. Well, I like them all, but I love this. Again, it's that solid stamp. That's the thing, isn't it? We've got lots of, the three first bundles, they've all got those solid elements, and they're the
Yes.
bits that really allow all your products to pop, aren't they?
Yeah, it's from the JudiKins retro modern range.
Yeah.
But these days, I think it's more modern than retro,
Yes, it is.
because we have the vibrant colours
Yeah.
that we didn't necessarily have the first time round when we were using these. Okay, let's just... Black is quite an absorbent
Yeah.
card, so I usually go with a couple of stampings. I don't know if you can see that on there. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, we can see
Just
that.
about.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bring in my sticky stuff.
I know we've got this on. And the sticky stuff, you will have seen a lot on the finished cards. So your sticky stuff, it goes on like a regular embossing powder, doesn't
Yes,
it?
yes, it does. So it looks white, and it is an embossing powder. But as I heat it, it's going to change. It's going to melt and become a glue.
Amazing.
So I never put glue on my stamps.
Right,
Because then
okay.
I'd have to clean my stamps.
Yes.
That's a lot of
Whereas
work.
This is so much easier though, isn't it?
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, I mean, it picks up all the detail because it is super fine. And it's not like when you put glue on your stamps, sometimes it's really hit and miss. Whereas
Yeah.
this, it's just going to give you that, well, you can see as soon as it melts. Now, with the sticky stuff, do you have to be careful with melting it?
Yes. As
Right.
soon as it's turned clear, move the heat along.
Right.
Because if you keep heating it, if I keep the heat gun on it now, it's going to dry up the glue.
Right, okay.
But there's not a time limit on once it's melted.
Right.
So we can continue our conversation and I can come back to it tomorrow.
Amazing. And it'll
Yeah.
still be sticky.
Yeah,
So
and I'm
that's
sure we
no
can
stick-
talk until tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we could. Quite easily.
Yeah.
We absolutely could. Me and you, we'd be chatting on.
Yeah.
So with sticky stuff, what kind of things will actually stick to it? Because it's not just the metal flakes, is it?
No, as I said, the mica powder,
Beautiful.
glitter. But I mean, you do get, I always anti-static my fingers first because you have to get in there and push it on to make sure it's stuck. And I do get covered
Yeah.
in glitter.
Amazing.
But, yeah.
Definitely something that you need to have in your stash. Now, you have got one way of buying it, which you can get two in 2 pots there. And these are two 2-ounce pots for $15.98, 417725. However, look at what Sarah's doing now, because the sheets that Sarah's... I mean, look at the colours. These colours are beautiful.
And I'm not sure if it shows you online, but I'll show you inside.
Oh, please. Oh, look at that.
And they're all slightly different.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's not real gold, it is imitation.
Yeah.
And they create it and then they attach it to, and they run electric current through it.
Right, okay.
And that's how they change the colour.
Wow.
So.
That's amazing. So they're different. Within the
Yeah.
pack, you're going to get different. They're
Yeah.
so nice. If you do want that kit, I mean, beautiful. So you've got 5 of those oxiding red metal leaf sheets, and then you've got 2 ounce of your powder as well for $14.98. Really nice kit, that one. 492375 is your item number. It's so much easier than trying to faff about with wet glue. Because as well with glues, you have to wait for them to dry. With that, at least you're in control, aren't you?
That's it. And when you put it on, just rub it with your finger just to make sure it's stuck. And also, then if you can feel any sticky areas, you can go back and you can put the gold leaf on the sticky area.
Amazing.
And then I'm using a little brush, just, you know, like a stipple brush kind of a thing.
Yes.
Not too soft, but not too harsh.
Bit of a,
yeah, just a little bit. And I just go round and round, and I change direction to burnish the design. And again, some people, when we run classes, they have to anti-static their fingers because they have hot hands or they have a lot of oil in their skin, so they get covered in gold leaf.
And all the bits, though, you have to keep.
Yes.
I mean, you can use all those beautiful bits.
Yeah, this is why I keep it in a plastic tub.
Yes.
Because at some point, I'll use the dust at the bottom for a completely different look.
Honestly, that stuff is lovely. £14.98, 972375, your item number. That's possibly my favourite colour, that one.
Okay, so then that just needs to be stuck on here. So I've embossed the word in gold.
Beautiful.
And put some gold on. I always put it on copper and gold layers because there's copper inside it.
Yeah.
So it just picks it up.
It
but
looks
how
so
quick
good on black.
is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so...
Or you give it a wobble to
a wobble
the camera.
so you can see
it's camera
and the depth. And
or if you can pick it up, sorry, my love, and give it that one. That's the one. Give it a wobble. See now. Now, because of the variegated nature of that, the sheet, that's why you've got like the red in there and then the copper. And
and what I do is I go through and I pick out the bit that's got a plainer gold or a copper to kind of separate it, which you will end up with because you end up with all the bits. So then you can pick that out.
Good. Love, love, love that one. Thank you. Now, if you do want those beautiful metal sheets with the amazing glaze, we are approaching 30%. Honestly, definitely get hold of that one. 972375. If you just need more of your sticky stuffs, sorry, I said amazing glaze. I did mean sticky stuff. If you just want more of your sticky stuff, you've got 2 pots of your sticky stuff. So if you're really loving that, but also you're going to be using this with glitter. You're going to be using this with mica powders. 2 pots for £15.98, and you can use that on all your stamps in the normal way. You know, with your, any of your sticky ink pads. Any of your embossing ink pads. Half the stock has gone, and that is really good stuff. 417725, your item number. Now, the stamps that our Sarah was using, so obviously you've got the tree and you've got the beautiful wisteria for just $10.99. There's so many ways of using these. They're very effective indeed. And over 30% of the stock has gone. And you see that wisteria, either which way, it works, doesn't it? Absolutely works. But I love that background. That is so effective, and that is just random stamping, just filling up that background. Absolutely beautiful. Show you that one as well for pattern building. £10.99 is your price. 428768, your item number. Right, I'll be really quick, just give you a dead quick recap so we can get back to Sarah. So, first of all, we have got that beautiful, the blooms and the butterfly. Nope. The blooms and the bumblebee and the dragonfly. Now, 30% of the stock has gone. I mean, that is such a good background. I love this one as well. Oh, it's a really nice stamp, is this. It's one of those that will just never go out of fashion. You have got your beautiful wavy word on that one as well. If you would like that, £10.99 your price, 288993, your item number. Next, we've got that beautiful Mod Garden, and this is really popular. If you do want to get hold of this, half of the stock has gone. I do really love this because there's so many ways you can use this. You can layer it up in so many ways. Clever stamping, you might just be getting the lines. You might just be getting the circles. Clever inking, I should say. You know, there's tons you can do with it, and it's just such a good background stamp. Now, I'm reading your price instead of the item number. 677070 is your item number. Just £9.99 is your price. My brain today, I mean, you might as well replace it with mushy peas. And then last but by no means least, you've got your butterfly, and then you have got your sentiments. So your sentiments flutter as butterflies do. £12.50. Then obviously you sew it shrinked. You sew it shrinked, which does look phenomenal, but it's just a timeless image. And of course you've seen it with so many of the other stamps that we've got, whether it's backgrounds, whether it's a focal image, whether you create something that, quite frankly, you might be putting on the wall, which looks absolutely sensational. Please check your baskets out there, £12.50. 232639, your item number. Please check the other goodies out on the website. Remember, the stuff that our Sarah's been using, we've got loads of it on the website. Don't miss out on the embossing powder. Don't miss out on the beautiful metallic sheets, because they are just fantastic. The metal sheets, just gorgeous. Okay, let's get back to our Sarah.
Okay.
More demonstration.
I'm starting with a Twinchy,
Hooray!
which is a 2-inch square.
Now, these are dead handy because you've actually designed them so they're ready, they're pre-cut, they're ready to
We
just
didn't
pop
design
out.
them. I can't take credit for that.
Oh, you could have told us you had.
We found them.
Yeah.
And we're
sourced
like,
them.
we need those. We need those, yes.
And I love it because they're kind of, I mean, obviously they're plain, ready to go, but can you see? So literally, you can stamp on a big piece and then just pop them out and put it back together like a lovely little...
And what I do is I will usually cut off a section, and you can see it's got a border around it.
Yes.
So if I wanted to do something that was kind of like 4 tiles across and 4 tiles down, I will cut from the border down and across, so that it stays attached to the border.
Yeah.
And then when I put it inside my platform, the border is still there.
Yes.
So my stamp can overhang the edges.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. And then I keep the borders for when I'm just doing odd tiles in the platform.
That's such a good idea. I like these. I mean, yeah, you can, if you're just doing your inches, amazing, or your inches and your inch and your twinchy. If you are just doing those, then amazing. But you'll be using these as a full piece. I do love the fact, however, you can create so many different things on them because they're thick, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's cardboard with a paper covering on each side.
Yeah.
So you can stamp them, you can ink them, you can paint them, you can mix media them.
Yeah.
I'm going to amazing glaze one.
Fabulous. So you are getting, and I mean, we're obviously not going to count how many squares are on there, but you have got 240. She did count them all together. So you've got 2 sheets of your inches, 2 sheets of your twinches for just £11.99. 569 495 is your item number. Please check your baskets out on those. If you did just want 4 of your twinches, then you'll get 4 sheets of those. And again, really nice to work on, and of course, really nice and thick. So it allows you to do loads of different techniques. I like them. I like things like this because it makes your brain work differently, doesn't it? £11.99 for 4 sheets there. That is 577279. Do you remember the? It reminds me of the jigsaw. Do you remember them? You used to do them, didn't you?
Yes.
Jigsaws.
Yes, we did. Yeah, the plain jigsaws that you would decorate.
I remember them.
Yeah.
Anyway, twinches.
You can punch through these as well.
You can. Can you?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you can make
fabulous.
it into jewellery and pendants and keychains and things.
Yeah,
and if
perfect.
you glaze them afterwards to protect your design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely excellent. Like these.
So I have a plain twinchy, and I have a very old, well-loved, been in lots of workshops, ink pad, clear ink, but I'm just using it to ink my tile. So it doesn't matter what it looks like. And I'm going to pop it in my tray.
Beautiful.
And I've got my amazing glaze.
Now, the amazing glaze, of course, we have got this on the show. Your amazing glaze. So this is one of those products, again, that's been around forever and ever. It's a cracking product because, A, it's good quality, but it's a thicker powder, isn't it?
That's it. It's a thick embossing powder so that we can build up layers in 2 or 3. We can just do 2 or 3 layers. We don't have to do 15.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
it's thick.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have a thing we could melt them in
Yes.
and then pour them on into, you know.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
We're trying to find a new one.
Yeah.
we need, yeah.
We are gutted that is, no longer a thing. Now, obviously, you need to let this melt. While we're waiting for it to start. Oh, it's starting cooking now. 891309. You're getting 2 pots, 30ml pots, for just $15.98, and it is crystal clear. I mean, it's lovely quality, isn't it? The amazing glaze.
It is, yeah. And there are 2 ways for me to do the next layer.
Yeah.
So I did use this a couple of weeks ago when I was doing scenes. I
Okay.
don't know if I was doing inches or twinches, but I was doing a whole sailing scene. And I let it cool down because I had like 6 tiles.
Right.
I let it cool in between, re-inked, and then pounded it.
Yeah.
But today, I'm just going to pick it up carefully, pop it back in the powder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is something that obviously you need to get used to doing. And
Yeah.
if you don't like hot things, don't do it this way.
Yeah.
If you put your finger in it, it is hot. I've never had any burns,
Oh.
but I wouldn't recommend it.
I haven't liked this. I did with the pan knobs, but with this, I've never.
No.
Doing this, and I do it your way. I don't re-ink. I like just slapping powder on.
It's quicker, because
It is
otherwise you've got to
quicker.
wait for it to cool down a little bit.
And
So I'm
with-
going to go for 3 layers, because I want a
Perfect.
good depth, because I'm going to stamp into it today,
Beautiful.
as opposed to glazing my finished image.
And once it's, I mean, the first layer might take a little bit, well, a regular time to
Yeah.
melt, if you will. But you.
But then the heat's like
Yes.
already underneath it, so it's a
And
bit
that's
quicker.
why I like not waiting for it to cool down.
Yeah.
Because it's already nice and warm, so it's already. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
but
already
if the phone
going.
rings or you've got a delivery at the door,
Yeah.
you could leave it and then you just
Yes.
re-ink it.
Yeah, so it's not the end of the world.
No. So that is going to be my 3rd layer. So I can
Okay.
put the amazing glaze away because we don't need that again. What we do need is our gold embossing powder.
So this is your regular embossing powder now.
Yeah, this is the regular because I want to put colour on it. And you can do this with any coloured embossing powder, any embossing powder at all.
Beautiful. Do you know what? Again, this is one of those techniques it's always a good technique.
Yeah.
And this is why, again, rubber stamps are so good because you never have to
Yes.
worry. You can absolutely
No.
stamp into this.
That's
even when
it. I
it's
mean,
molten.
apparently you can do it with some clear ones, but talk to
Yes.
the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Because you need them to be strong enough that you can push it in, but obviously we don't want it to be affected
Yeah.
by the heat.
Absolutely.
So I don't do it with my clear stamps because I haven't tested it.
Yeah.
But it's fine with rubber. But we always recommend inking your stamp first to make it easier to release it.
Yeah. Perfect.
But I'm going to be inking it today because I want colour.
Okay.
So I managed to get a thicker layer on this time somehow.
Nice.
So we're nearly there.
And you can see those.
But yeah, you can see it's got a really good glaze on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so while it's still all warm, I'm going to pop it in my tiny tray and sprinkle on the gold.
Nice one. And because it's warm, it'll just stick to that
Yeah.
powder.
And you can see the difference, how fine this powder is
Yes.
compared to the glaze.
Yeah.
Get rid of all that excess. I think I might do 2 layers of this because it is so fine. You don't always get a good
I like
colour.
your clear embossing as well because if you do layers, it allows you to do so many techniques. Because when you do layers and then you put just a sprinkle of clear embossing, it kind of breaks things up and makes
Yeah.
it look really interesting, doesn't it?
Well, doing it this way, you could have, different colour powders and you can
Yes.
sprinkle in a bit of gold, maybe
Yeah.
put a bit of copper twinkle through the middle or...
Yeah.
Especially at Christmas, bit of red twinkle and things.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But using a twinkle does take away from the image if you're wanting to focus on the stamp.
Yeah. So you have to sort of, plan what you're going to be doing. But
Experiment. If you don't like it, just put your ink on the top and go with a different colour.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
Absolutely. And it's just one of those things you just love to experiment because you get
Yeah.
so many different looks. I mean, that looks just gorgeous. Are you going for 2 layers of your gold?
I think I will, yeah, because I've got some clear bits at the edges. And also when you stamp into it, sometimes you'll be able to see the clear because I've
Yeah.
only got 1 gold. So we'll just do That just looks like liquid gold, doesn't it?
It does, it does. While you're doing another layer, our lovely Sarah, I'm just going to give a couple of updates because, right, you know the sticky stuff embossing powder, so the details are there. Now, these are the pots of 2 2-ounce pots there, £15.98. We are approaching limited, so if you do want them, you do need to check your baskets out. Remember, Sarah's only got 1 hour today. The lovely stamp pad, it's only 1 hour today, so if you do want that, please check your baskets out. 417725. Good quality stuff, that. Also, the sticky stuff with the metal leaf sheets. Oh, and the colour. Half the stock has gone. £14.98. I've showed you so many finished samples with that on, which are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, have a look at that. It does look so effective. Oh, you're looking, I'm rummaging. It looks, doesn't it look beautiful? Every single time, and it's because of the sticky stuff. Can you see the texture of that? The sticky stuff gives it such incredible texture. Obviously, you can use your sticky stuff with your metal leaf, but remember, you can also use it with your mica. And with the mica, and this is why solid, I bang on about this all the time, this is why solid stamps are so nice, because that you can really see the mica, and look, it allows you to mix colours. If that was an outline stamp, you would not get that impact. Because it's a solid stamp, that gives you the impact. However, saying that, when you look at that butterfly, which is an outline stamp, with those metal leaf and the sticky stuff, still looks absolutely beautiful. If you do want that one, half the stock has gone. 972235. No, 9723 something 75 is your item number. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I've just finished heating this tile, and I've got the small mod bloom ready.
Beautiful.
And I have, what have I got? Pink Cosmos
Ooh.
in the Stays on Pigment. So I'm inking my stamp ready because I want the vibrant pink, but also because it's a permanent ink, it's not going to wipe off afterwards.
Beautiful.
So that's warm.
We don't want to miss
Pop
this.
that
We
down.
need to see this. We haven't had a sellout on the sticky stuff, but watch this.
So I'm going in gently, but pushing firmly. You don't want to just go.
Yeah,
splat.
which I do, and I've had air bubbles and everything in it.
Okay, so that is going to cool for a second.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to peel it out. So I'll put my gold away.
Amazing. That sticky stuff, I'll tell you proper now, while we're waiting for cooling. The sticky stuff, we have had a technical sellout. That's the 2 tubs together. So if you do want the single tub with the metal leaf, we still have stock of that, but the other one has sold out. So please make sure, yeah, you get the other one. Okay, back to Sarah. We don't want to miss the reveal.
Let's see.
Layer 1. Layer 2.
There we go.
Whoa. Show that to us. Oh my God. Never gets boring.
No.
Never gets boring.
So you can see the gold,
you
the liquid gold.
Really see the pink.
Yeah. Now, if you get any lumps overhanging the edge, just snip them off with a pair of scissors.
Yes. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. Never,
and then
ever, ever.
Clean. I would recommend cleaning your stamps with a good cleaner.
Remember, that is the beautiful, amazing glaze. So just a couple of layers, well, 3 layers of that, put 3 layers on, and then whatever other embossing powder you want to add that colour. You know, please play with that. If you've never had a go at that technique before, it is a cracking technique. If you know what we're on about, then you'll be going, yes, it is, it's great. I'm going to go now and dig it all out. That is 891309, your item number.
So I'm stamping Dragonflies in Warm Breeze.
Oh, beautiful.
Of the VersaFine. So it's a nice, vibrant... I should put some...
It's a nice little dragonfly, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a friendly little guy.
He is. Quite friendly.
And then if I clean that off and then use the same pink.
Oh, yeah, that works. Beautiful.
So because they're all the same kind of solid style. That will go.
Gosh.
So, got a couple minutes? Have we got a couple minutes left?
We've got, I've had a yes in my head.
Okay.
Yes. For the couple of minutes.
That is going to go across middle-ish.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Then I think we need a sentiment.
Yeah.
Now,
What are you
this
going
is one
for?
of our clear stamp sets.
Beautiful.
It could be birthday greetings or birthday sentiments. One of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this happy birthday, you can see it's the most used one because it's the dirtiest.
Your mucky happy birthday.
All my stamps. I'm going to do this upside down.
Living on the edge.
Yeah. So we want that up there. I think that's straight-ish.
Beautiful.
So remember to use the one with the foam in it this time.
Yes, yeah. Because you're on a clear
And
stamp.
we'll use the same blue, the warm breeze.
So everything matches.
Yeah, I'm a very coordinating kind of a person. Although I no longer have orange hair to match my shirt.
Just, it's ruined the look of the orange top with orange hair.
Yep, that one looks good.
Beautiful.
So then
Yeah, that's perfect.
pop that aside. And I can, my tile's
look.
cooled down nicely now.
Amazing.
And because it's lightweight, it doesn't need a super strong glue.
Perfect. Yeah, because even though it looks like it's chunky,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty lightweight, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's just made of paper, really.
But thick.
And we can pop that on there. And then we have a finished, where are we going?
Oh,
Upright?
2 holes at the front. Lovely.
go.
The depth is just amazing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's it. So that's all the layers of the amazing glaze
Yeah.
that give you the depth.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely love it. Okay, do not miss out on those stamps. Don't miss out on the inches and the twinches. You've got so many that you can do that technique with. That's just one of these. You're getting 2 sheets of those. And then all your little inches as well for $11.99. They're so handy. Obviously, get your amazing glaze for all the different techniques. Make sure you check out your basket for the beautiful stamps as well that our Sarah's been using. Thank you ever so much. When you're
Thank
back
you.
with us, my love.
Saturday the 22nd.
Oof, you know,
Yeah.
it's a date. So make sure you tune in Saturday the 22nd. But for now, check your baskets out. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow.